Shalom Aleichem. When we learn a Sicha, usually in the Sichas, it's pretty expected that we'll find a lesson at the end. There are some Sichas, a few throughout the Sichas, that don't seem to have a clear Haidah. For whatever reason, it didn't make it in. Now, this Sicha, Teruma doesn't have a clear Haidah inside. But yet, when you learn the original farbrengen, there is a Haidah, but it's not clearly connected to the Sicha. Let me explain. When the Rabbi originally said this Sicha, he connected it with a different Rashi on a totally different topic. And the Rabbi contrasted one Rashi, where there seems to be a lot of explanations and questions, etc., to another Rashi that the Mefarshim don't explore. So if we look at the farbrengen, it's Shabbos Parshas Vayakel, Pikudei, Tafshin Lamed Zayin. So the Rebbe starts off after saying the Maimer, etc. The Rebbe says it's customary to learn a pasuk in Rashi, and in our Rashi in our parsha there's a Rashi that seems to contradict each other, etc. And that is the idea of Kol Nediv Lev, etc. And the Mefarshim asked lots of questions on it. The Rebbe goes and explores it, and the Yukim. But the Mefarshim don't have lots of questions on it. In contrast, the Shaila, the Shaila that Mefarshim do have questions on is a diuk in the Rashi about Ves Menoides Hamor. So, like the way the Rebbe says it is, there's another diuk in Rashi. Vasafilu vos divas dingen sich in Piddush Rashi is meduyak. There's some people that argue if Rashi is meduyak, but you could see in this pasuk how much he's meduyak, because Rashi is the Parshan Dasa, he's the explainer. And when he wrote Shalos Chuvas Niyad Yeshiva with Talmidim, so when you see in one pasuk he changes up that. So you see how much it's bediuk. That now in this pasuk, so we see he's matik ve'es kela, and shemen amar is ve'es shemen amar. But when he writes neder say, he doesn't say ve'es. So basically, that was contrasting how he's medayik in one Rashi, he's not medayik in another Rashi, and then the Rebbe went on to answer both Rashis. The Smenoides Hamor ves kela Rashi, and the Chachmei Lev Rashi. Now, after the Rebbe explained the Chachmei Lev Rashi, over here you see the Lechem Aponim, Kfar Pidashki, etc., then the Rebbe learned to Hayudah on the Chachmei Lev. So the Rebbe connected these two Rashis, even though they don't seem to be strongly connected, and the Rebbe learned the whole lesson. There are people who are Chachmei Lev, and they only want to keep themselves busy with Shemen Hamoid, things that are connected to their Chachma, like the Menoida, etc. But when it comes to Yesedis Ba'aretz, which is a second Rashi, giving foundations, Kametz Aleph Beis, you don't need major wisdom, you don't need major Smicha L'Rabbanis, etc. So what's the lesson? The lesson is Chachmei Lev have to make the foundations. And you build a Mishkan, etc. And through that, you're able to make it that the walls are established, etc. And they consider Mashiach, etc. So there was a lesson originally. It didn't go so much into Menorah because it was like the contrast to say some people only want to occupy themselves with the Menorah. And the message is you have to occupy yourself with the second Rashi, the Yesedis HaMishkan. Now, in Likutei Sichos, these two Sichos are split into two. One Sicha is Chelik Lamed Aleph, Vayakel, and over there you have the whole Sicha, Mikana Yidol, Chol Chachmei Lev, etc. You have to care about everything, and you see over there it's Shabbos Parshas Vayakel, Tafshin Lamed Zayin. And our Sicha just focused on the Menorah, so it didn't get to Haidah, because the main Haidah and the original farbrengen was on the second part of the Sicha, with the original question of Chachmei Lev. The Rebbe then went on a kind of a side point on the Sicha Menorah, came back to the Menorah, then unpacked it, contrasted the Chachmei Lev, and then learned Haidah mainly on Chachmei Lev. So originally there was Haidah because it was two Rashis in one, but when they made it into Likutei Sichos, it was two separate Rashis, and the main Haidah was the other Rashi, and therefore we don't have the Haidah on this farbrengen. But if you go learn the other Sicha and you contrast the two, you'll be able to see that there was an original Hayda, l'chaim al